Hi everybody, I'm Reggie, author of One Soul at a Time. Thank you for joining me again today. Um, the other day someone asked me, how did you feel when you first got sober? And I'm like, what do you mean feel? I told you about being hopeless and helpless. They said, no, how did you physically feel when you first came out of detox and you started to try and do life? And I was like, whoa, yeah, that really sucked. Any of you here that are new or thinking about um, quitting your substances, being aware that it's not pretty and not completely easy, a piece of cake, is an important thing, because if you're just ready for it, then you can have some solutions too. I felt gray. It's kind of like I feel right now. I'm coming off of a sinus infection, and my head feels fuzzy, and it doesn't feel completely attached to my shoulders. My memory sucks when I'm feeling like this. My memory sucked completely when I first got sober. Couldn't remember anything for 30 seconds. So having a notepad was my friend. It really was. Not just for the groceries I needed, but to where the next meeting I was going to, or who people's phone numbers. Couldn't remember anything, or what people looked like. Even today, when somebody gives me their phone number, I always make a little note about where I met them, or which some little cue as to brown hair salad kind of thing. Anyway, back to the early days. Very shaky inside and out. I've learned clinically that folks that are recovering from opiates, narcotics, people that are recovering from alcohol, really have low blood sugar. The reason I talk about the opiates, it's the same receptors in the brain, but folks that are alcohol dependent, alcohol has an awful lot of sugar, and so when you stop drinking, suddenly your body starts to have really bad changes. So those shakes are normal, and the trick is to eat proteins, and to have hard candy on you. I kind of liked chunky bars, those hard little square things, and they were really hard to bite into, and it took a while to eat one. But carrying hard candy around is a really good fix for shakes or getting cravings, because again, that lack of alcohol, the low blood sugar, can cause cravings. So having the hard candy is a real easy thing to have on hand. Eating, man, no appetite at all when I first got out of detox. It was days before I could even think about eating, and it's probably one of the most important things that you can do. Getting your protein levels up, again, helps the healing process, helps stabilize your whole body withdrawals. I've been told that going through withdrawal from alcohol is the same as recovering from double pneumonia, that it's that hard on the body. So be kind to yourself, get lots of rest, drink a ton of water. So yeah, those are the physical symptoms. They pass pretty quickly. My shakes lasted a really long time, but I told you I drank a quart to a half gallon of vodka a day. It took a while for all that to come out of my system. The feelings that come along with those new early days, the fears, what am I going to do differently? Every single minute was revolving around, when can I drink next and not let anybody find out about it? How do I get my chores done? How do I do my job? I'm getting low on booze. When can I go to the package store? It might be snowing. Make sure I had enough. And now I didn't have that. I didn't realize for quite some time how much time I spent seeking and getting what I needed on a day-to-day basis. And today it's very, very different. But in the early days, I stayed busy, physically busy, cleaning the house, I went to 2 meetings a day. I drank all day long, so 2 hours out of my day was not to much to ask. I went to a morning meeting and an evening meeting. That kept me with people. It was tough on weekends. My kids went and spent time with their dad. So I don't know if any of you listened to the first video, that practice husband, that first practice husband that was going to call the police on me if I didn't come and let him help me. He was kind enough to spend time with me on the weekends so that I wasn't sitting by myself in my own head. My first sponsor told me I shouldn't be by myself, shouldn't be in my head too long without a chaperone. That I need, and a gun and a flashlight, because whatever my thinking was, it was wrong. So I needed to be with the people that were teaching me how to do things differently and remind me of those little safety things like, eating and the hard candy, apple juice. So yeah, those are some of my tips for early recovery. I can't stress enough that whatever 12-step group you want to join, go get phone numbers. They're your best friends. They know about this disease, and they'll have a whole lot of things that they can share with you about their experience, strength, and hope. So yeah, so that's what I came out to talk about, and so I decided to pull a card. Gotta admit, it was the second card I pulled from the One Soul at a Time set, meditation set, and it says, let me turn it around, although I know it'll be posted. Example is not the main thing in influencing others. It's the only thing, and that's by Albert Schweitzer. It's card number 191. And the story that went with this was perfect for what I was just saying to wrap things up. I found that I can tell stories, share cards, share in meetings, even write a book. And all the words from my mouth or written on paper add up to nothing unless, to the best of my ability, my actions reflect those words. My first sponsor told me, you need to learn to live these principles because you might be the only copy of a big book someone might see. The other day I was with a new client, and at that particular point in the interview I shared my part of my story. The man put his hands over his eyes as he tried to stop the tears that were coming. After a few minutes I gently asked him what the tears were about, and he said, I can't believe what you told me. I would have never thought you were an alcoholic. You're peaceful, full of joy. You give me hope. And the healing began. So that's what I'm here for today. This is what I'm doing each time I come, is that if just one thing that I say sparks an idea, or you identify with a feeling and you can reach out and get some help, then it fills my heart. So, yep, Reggie, One Soul at a Time. I hope that you like this channel, you subscribe to it, and share it. If you know someone that might be struggling and wants to get a little bit of information of what this journey's like, please share it with them, and they can do it in private. Thanks for coming. I hope to see you again.